Everyone, we're up on the hill mountain over Santo Tomas, Iloilo, Brock-Type Viho. I know I probably didn't get that in order, but down below us is the highway in Santiago, and to the left is San Fernando, and up through the mountains is Brock-Type Viho. So we're up here riding the hey, Rusi. I thought I'd go over a little bit of the things that I've been experienced with the Rusi. This is a 2022 KRY 200, which I purchased brand new here in the Philippines for 70,000 pesos, which is about 1,300 bucks. I got insurance and out the door and insured and everything you see pretty much for I think 1385. Insurance was like, I think it was 150 pesos or something, which is like $3, and that was for a year. So in America it would be depends on the size, $600. So I got it for $3. Little things I've done, I went to the 18-inch rear tire, 21-inch front tire. I got some different grips. These are very comfortable. This is my third pair, so these are very rubbery, good traction, very comfortable. I put 1-inch bar risers on them here. Aftermarket coil, so get a little better spark. There's still better things, but I put that on. That's the red wire there. I got a aftermarket CDI box. Had the exhaust opened up so it breathes a little freer. Had issues with the stock ignition and put another ignition on it here, and it's kind of cutting out occasionally, so I'm thinking of just getting rid of the ignition and putting a switch on it, on and off switch. Also, the reason to do that is when I put my key in it, the bars hit the key, and if I take the steering stops out, which is right here, there's one on each side that stops the fork from hitting the key. They'll give you a tightening steering radius, which is a little thing Graham Jarvis does. He's a world-renowned hard enduro champion, so he runs no steering stops, and it lets you turn very sharply and maneuver the bike like a trials rider. So that's a little tip for y'all out there. I got an LED headlight, which is nice and bright. It's not on, but so I got that. Got the bar risers, new grips. Trying to think of everything. There's a bunch of stuff coming. Put a fuel filter on it. There, got a fuel filter, got an XR 200 carburetor. Don't know if that did much. My favorite thing is the grips, and the bar risers made a nice difference. It made it much more comfortable. Wanting to get like a stunt lever or better clutch lever here. Maybe something colorful, jazz it up a little bit, because the clutch is kind of heavy. Looking to get an aftermarket shift lever here, one that's foldable and aluminum. This one's kind of flimsy and doesn't shift very well. I'm gonna probably update the gearing, go with like a 1348. Get a nice gold chain with a blue sprocket, kind of make it look nice. Looking to get an LED battery, because it's much lighter, about 4 pounds or so lighter than the stock one. So just a work in progress. Overall, to keep the video kind of short, sum it up, I think for 70,000 pesos, $1,400 American. I think it's been a good bike. If I was going to enduro race and wanted to win or place very highly in the enduro, I say it's probably not the bike for that. But if you're a trail rider, just an old guy like me that rides up the mountainous country roads and stuff, I think it's a perfect bike. The styling is very KTM-ish. It comes with LED tail light, turn signals, LED digital display, LED front turn signals. So it's I think it's a good looking bike for the money. So it's made in China and assembled, I think, here in the Philippines. It's a big, I think it's one of the biggest brands here in the Philippines. So I think the styling's pretty good. It's got really nice wide sturdy pegs. I've cut myself on them several times, so they're pretty good. The foot pegs are very wide and sturdy and modern. I put a skid plate on it also. So that's an Enduro, just plastic skid plate I put on it. Worst thing I've been having troubles with is the suspension. So if you got any thoughts on that, it's you see the zip tie down here. It's got all this travel left, so it's only using, 4 or 5 inches at best. It's supposed to have nearly 8, and it sags down and sticks. It just not very good, but I guess that's what you get for the money. So I'm looking for somebody locally to help me sort that out. I think need lighter oil and maybe, I don't know, preload or something, lighter oil, and adjust the oil height, because I think we're not getting full travel, because I think the oil height's high. But it's not smooth, it sticks, it locks up. The front suspension's not very good at all. The back is a little bit better. I'd like to increase the travel. I get mixed, I'm told mixed things. I think it's about between 4.5 and 5.5 inches of rear travel. So, and it's supposed to be nearly 8 in the front, but I think I'm getting about this, again, 5-6 inches of travel in the front. So, but the front's very sticky and jerky, and wants to kick left, kick right, and it's hard to control it. But the motor's pretty torquey. Happy with that. Very, I thought, I'm used to, KTM 250 2-stroke, 450 4-stroke, race bikes in American. It's got a decent little motor, so really chugs up the hillsides. I can pull second, third, fourth, pretty much up most hills, and so it's pretty decent. The worst things that hold me back personally is the suspension and the front suspension in particular. So it's got wave rotors on it. Like I said, it's got good styling. The brakes are reasonable. I call them kind of a 5-6 on a scale 1 to 10. So they look nice. It's pretty fashionable. Bike's a little heavy. It's made the frame steel, the swing arm steel, a lot of alloy and steel parts on it. So got a aluminum silencer. That's another thing, the silencer, that's the stock silencer. It looks pretty good. It's not too big and bulky, and I had the insert removed, so it's a little more throaty and breathes a little bit better. But the only real problem I've had, braking is the ignition. So I'm gonna have a switch installed and take out the steering stops and improve that. So, well, let me know what you've done with your Rusi, and if you live in the Philippines, I'm over in Brock-type Viho, Iloilo area, and always looking to talk bike or friends and hike, and so give me a shout out and we connect. I'm up on the mountainside, just beautiful here. I'll give you a quick pan around there. There's the bay near the house, and across on that other little peninsula, there's the port. And like I said, off to the left of me is San Fernando, and about straight ahead should be Santiago. So that's where I'm at. I'm kind of in, this is my stomping ground, and where I've been for the last, today is my exact 11th month in the Philippines. The 14th is my anniversary. January will be officially 12, so maybe that's really 10, but I've been counting down, so we'll stick with the 11. It's got nice little passenger pegs. They're kind of lightweight looking, good. Got little knobbies on them, fold out easy, so they're pretty trick looking on a, you know, inexpensive bike. Just single piston caliber on the front and dual piston on the front. So it's got a plastic tank. That's another thing I like. It's not steel. I think it's around 8 liters. I've not measured it real thoroughly, but 7.5, 8 liters I think it gets. So it's a 2.5, 3 gallon tank. And so I think you probably get 80 to 120 miles would be a guess. I don't really push it and keep track of it that much, so I'm not real sure and precise on that, but I think you get about 30, 40 kilometers per gallon. So it would be a guesstimate. So forks are pretty beefy and very precise. They don't have a lot of flex in them. So like a Honda XR 250L or 650L Hondas, but they're very small forks and flex a lot and kind of very flexy and hard to maneuver. This one's very precise if the suspension action was good quality. So, but that's it from that's my opinion on the Rusi up to date. I'm sure I left a few things out, but I think the motor's very good. Call it a 9 out of 10, and we'll call the suspension about a 5 or 6 out of 10, and the overall styling, we'll call it 9 or 10 in my humble opinion. Oh, I got the hand guards on it too. Comes with aluminum handlebars, and I added the orange Xerbus hand guards, so they're also new. So if you have any questions, I'm sure I left something out. Fender's stock. It's pretty nice looking front fender. So, and I'm also you know, with posting and stuff, I've got just really terrible internet here in the Philippines, so I'm struggling to post and ask questions. It's really sporadic. I'll go for 2 weeks, 4, 5, 6 weeks and can't hardly post. Then I finally get good internet and start to be able to throw in a lot of videos. So that's my game, what's happening here until I get something more stable here in the province. I'm looking to get the Starlink. We'll make another video about that, so, which is satellite. So we're kind of make this mainly about the Rusi KRY 200. Like I said, this is a 2022 and I bought it brand new. So having a little bit of time trying to get a registration for it, but that's the plate you get from the store. So I just they stuck that on and said just ride local and be safe. So far after 6-7 months I haven't been pulled over. So there you go. Thanks for watching, everybody. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you.